You've been moving through this pretty quickly. Alright, Fancy Pants. Let's see if you can handle this one. Page 4 of your packet. Go ahead and flip there. Page Roman numeral 4 is the same thing as before. But this time, we're doing it in reverse. Just because we want to. So it's that same thing. Again, number one question is, do we have a metal? And if the answer is yes, we use... Okay, so let's take a look at example 3 of your packet. So here we've got where instead of being given two different elements that we're combining, now we're being given a chemical formula from which we need to figure out which type of metal we have. Because remember, it could be any type of metal or any type of oxidation state. So we're going to go ahead and fill this in. Okay, now this is actually, to be fair, this is actually really a lot easier than the other ones. We're actually given more information here than we are in any of the other problems, which is what makes it really nice. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. We're given CrCl2. First question, do we have a metal? Okay, so if we go to the periodic table, Cr, hopefully, you remember, is chromium. Okay, hopefully you guys remember that. Now, chromium here, number 24 on the periodic table, I lost it there for a second, has, if you look closely, 3 different possibilities. And to be honest with you, they're not even all listed here. There's more than that. So we've got to figure out which one of those it is. Exhausting, I know. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back. But before we do, I want to point out our other atom that we're dealing with. Chlorine. Little old chlorine is sitting over here. And remember, he's in the column that has a -1 oxidation state. Keep that in mind as we go back, okay? So we're going to go back here. And we don't know which type of chromium it is. But we do know the oxidation state of chlorine, -1. Now what isn't immediately obvious is we're also given the number of atoms for each element. Take a look. In this formula, we're told the number of atoms, right? 1 chromium atom. Because there's no subscript there, we're assuming that it's at least 1. Here, this 2 is telling us we have 2 chlorine atoms, right? So I've got to put a 2 there. Well, now I have 1 times some oxidation state plus 2 times -1 equals 0. Well, hopefully you can see that the only number that's going to work as an oxidation state is 2, right? 1 times 2 will give us 2, plus 2 times -1 is -2. And 2 plus -2 does indeed give us 0. Now I know, a lot of you were looking at this, and you were really tempted to put a minus here. I know you were. But if we did that, instead of having this, we would have 1 times -2, which is -2, plus 2 times -1, which is -2 again. And we would have -2 plus -2, which does not equal 0, right? So that's no good to us. Instead, we need that +2, and you can remember this because that's the metal. The metal is always going to want to, or most of the time, going to want to give away its electrons. So it's going to have a positive oxidation state. Okay, so now that I know the oxidation state, I'm already given the formula, right? I don't need to do it again. It's right there. It's given to me. It's beautiful. CrCl2. Why would I change it? Okay? The only difficult part of this is writing the actual actual name. So chromium and then I need to insert the variable oxidation state in Roman numerals. So chromium 2, chlor, the root of my second word, ide, chloride. So chromium 2 chloride is the name of this particular compound. Pretty easy, okay? So go ahead, give the rest of these a try. Lost my spot, there we are. Give the rest of these a try, check your answers, and then when you're ready, move on to the next video. Good job and good luck!